Oh my
my
God.
God.
It is episode 5 of I Have Opinions 2, available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
I have to say, I cannot believe we're already at 5 episodes.
I know. We did take a break last week because it was my birthday. And you guys already know we have like 3 channels we're running, plus a wig business. So we were like, we could skip it for 1 week.
Was it a break or was it what is it called? The youth calls now a mental health day.
A mental health day, yes.
We did like an extended week. It was a mental health week.
I mean, we do need our mental health days. That's what I learned this year, that we do need to take care of our mental health. And we have to just be able to just learn how to relax.
And also, I learned that we don't have to apologize for not having a schedule because everyone kind of assumes that about me already. If there's a schedule, something's wrong. If I'm organized, something is terribly wrong here. Like, call the police now. I need to be investigated.
Now, the reason why we don't have a schedule is because sometimes we just want to live life.
Yeah, sometimes we want to live, want to laugh, want to love. And truly, it's none of your business what we're doing, okay? The fact that we're here week in, week out. I live streamed for 4 days straight
last week, yes. To make up for the fact that we didn't do a podcast episode.
Just because I love my wiglets so much. The kindness of my heart, I did that. Not to make up for any kind of misstep or mistake or misdeliverance, if that's even a word. It's because I cared about them that much.
Now, for my birthday, it was actually really nice, if you care. We are actually, let's talk about it. I didn't expect this to be our first topic, but
What's that?
Do we celebrate our birthdays? I feel like we kind of stopped at some point.
I mean, when we moved here, we kind of stopped. That's all because, like, we were, like, led up to, like, believe that celebrating a birthday was, like, a big, big thing. But really, it's because my friends that are club owners want me to just throw a party there for them.
Yes.
I've learned that's sort of what my birthday has become anytime I celebrate it here. So I've stopped doing it.
I think with me, during the pandemic, I feel like I did just stop celebrating it because I don't know.
Well, we couldn't really have people over.
Yeah, we couldn't have people over, but ever since then, I was like, this is kind of chill.
It's kind of nice. And you don't have to hear people sing that off-key song. That's like the worst thing for me because no one's ever in key. Would it kill somebody to take a vocal lesson before they sang my happy birthday song? Just asking, you know.
Can you guys hit a register like Mariah Carey?
Give it some vibrato. Like, jazz it up a bit. Get Fergie with it if you can. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's what I want.
So you mean everybody's already doing what you're asking?
No, because at least that's adding character to it. People always just sing it monotone and flat.
Well, a lot of the times they don't want to sing. They'll be like, happy birthday.
If you don't want to sing, don't come.
Or
you don't love me if you don't want to sing.
Or do what I do. I lip sync. Like, while everybody...
What happens if everybody gets that idea, though? It's just one person singing?
Well, everybody's singing. I'm over here like...
Just book yourself with outgoing friends, I suppose, and you never have to get away. You'll always get away with it. I love that for you. I'm surprised you're the one doing that. I'm the one that's supposed to be lip syncing.
Oh, no. I'm like, you guys ain't paying for these vocals, okay?
I have to charge for that. Thank you. But no, just get Fergie with it. Happy birthday. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, I would love that. Nothing would make me happier.
But it's crazy because this year we almost didn't celebrate my birthday again. I wanted like a chill day. I wanted to stay home. But near the end of the day, because you had brunch.
I had brunch until 5, and I extended my time getting back because I went and stopped and get you a cake.
Yeah.
But then
and it was a nice cake.
It was a really good cake.
But then after we ate the cake, we're like, should we just go see the Chippendales show?
No. Here's the thing. We had pizza, we had breadsticks, and we had cake. And we're sitting there like an hour after the fact after we've all settled in. And you're just here like, I'm kind of bored. Should we just go out? I'm like, yes. Everyone's been telling you to go out. Just fucking go out.
So yeah, I did get last minute tickets to Chippendales. And they all sang happy birthday to me on stage before we took the photo. But I was so awkward because I was like, I was not expecting that. Instead of standing there and saying thank you and embracing it, I was like, I think I kind of just like, my mind freaked out and I just walked past all of them.
Well, you walked past and like stood next to them and everything.
Yes, I did go say hi to them, but I don't know. I don't know why I couldn't just sit there and enjoy the moment and be like, thank you. I was like, that's the awkward of me.
It would have killed you to say, oh my God, you guys are the best.
I know.
But like, it's fine because I'm sure they know you by now, or they know that like that's just kind of how you are. You don't like to have a big deal made about yourself.
Yeah, I know. But it was nice. It was a really nice moment. When I see them again, I will say thank you because it was really sweet.
If they get offended, just do this because beautiful men I know are always like this. Where you're just like, just lie and say, oh my God, I was just so enamored by how pretty you guys were. I got really bashful.
I mean, they are pretty hot. So I was like, oh my
But
God.
they'll love it because they love hearing that they're pretty. Always just go for that. And it'll always 100% usually work half the time.
You think I'm pretty?
Oh, you think I'm pretty? I don't know why. I'm a disaster.
Oh.
But they have like 6-pack abs.
And then they were like, it's okay. I forgive you.
But they were perfectly lovely, nice guys. And we went to, what was it called? The Flirt Lounge?
Yeah, then we went to the Flirt Lounge where they come out after the second show, or they have one show. They go out to the Flirt Lounge and hang out with the crowd so you could actually get to know them. And I was just there chilling there and they came by, talked to me. I still forgot to say thank you.
It's okay. Honestly, I feel like there's a big emphasis on that formality that like people nowadays don't really seem to care that much.
Yeah.
I will say I recently started drinking again. You know, hooray for me. Claps for me for being a drunk again. But I had the Chippendales punch. And bitch, let me tell you, I could have cleaned my costumes with that thing. That was so strong.
I was still drinking mocktails, but let me tell you, I am over mocktails now.
It's because it's too much juice.
It's just so much juice. And I'm just like, well,
You're sitting,
what's the point?
we just went out the other day and you were telling me, like, man, my sugars are all over the place. I'm like, yeah, because you basically drank every flavor of juice under the sun mixed into a cup.
So yeah, I'm over mocktails now. I think I'm going to go back to drinking as well, but like socially. But let me tell you what event cost is.
Oh.
We actually went to indulge at Resorts World, where Jaymes got invited as an influencer. So, you know, gets in there for free, get free things.
As a foodie influencer.
Food influencer.
It's a new career path. I'm now a foodie influencer. And let me tell you, it might as well have been called like the Line Festival. Because, bitch, it was like adult Disney World.
It was lines and lines and lines.
It's lines and lines and lines and nothing fun. It was just like, girl, I waited in line for 40 minutes to get tacos and 40 minutes again to get a sushi wrap.
It was like Disneyland for food.
It was insane. I mean, I can understand why my friend like had me go there like really early because I guess that's where you skip the lines and actually try everything, which thankfully we did for like a few things. We got like a few reels out of it. But needless to say, as soon as our friend got there and like everyone started showing up, it was like, bitch, you might as well not even gone. Like, you literally were there just to wait in line. The shortest line was the bar. So,
yeah, so the shortest line was the bar. And I was getting mocktail after mocktail. And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I like a mocktail, like maybe like 2. But when it comes to like 4 mocktails, I'm like, I'm just drinking a whole bunch of different juices.
See, I could count the number at the time of how I got off the wagon because I had a mocktail with you at first. And then our friend got there and he's like, I'm going to get a drink. I'm like, I'll stand here and I don't want anything, but I'll wait. I'll hold your spot in line. Like we stood there for 15 minutes. We moved 3 spaces in that span of like a 60-person line. To which I saw him and I saw he's about to go out there. I'm just texting with feverishly, vodka cranberry, vodka cranberry, vodka cranberry. Yeah, I needed a drink.
Also, the bartender was hot.
That bartender was so hot.
Oh my God.
He was like 6'8" and like tall, muscular, bearded, sandy blonde hair, like a chest you can get lost in.
I almost couldn't even like order. I was like, mocktail?
Can I have a vodka cranberry and a body shot?
But I think what happened is they really were pushing spicy margaritas. And since it was him, I was like, yes.
Yeah, spiciest margarita. So what do you do? Are you just a bartender? Like, that's crazy. What's that like? What's it like making drinks? Yeah.
But yeah, I started drinking. I was like, oh, okay. I could drink my sugar with a little bit of liquor. It wasn't too much, but I did have like 3 drinks. I think I'm going back to drinking on a social level.
Socially, yeah. You're not going to be like a real housewife like I am when I have liquor. Here's the thing. I'm more of a character when it comes to drinking. So like this particular drink I was given, they gave me like a martini glass. So I'm just sitting there like I became a real housewife. It was just like, it's such a great event. So it's good seeing you. Like just pretending to be more drunk than I was.
And we were also like laying on this Canopy bed?
It was a canopy bed because like the whole thing took place at like a poolside resort part. So you're outdoors, there's pools everywhere, and there's canopies like everywhere. So we're just sitting back. I felt like a villain in like a 70s exploitation movie. Like, bring him to me. It's like I was living my best life. Even though I'm not in drag, I'm just like in a flannel, just like feeling the character. Bring them to me. High Haven caused me a lot of trouble.
That's the thing. That's the funny thing. In drag, you're all glamorous, but out of drag, you would swear Jaymes has like 5 sons and is teaching them football.
I like that dichotomy, you know? And I also don't like to wear pink in my everyday life. I feel like I look like I work at Mac or Sephora still when I'm like outside of drag.
No. Looks like you work at Home Depot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that a lesbian?
Yeah, you have a flannel on, a shirt with some kind of logo.
Well, shit, if the Birkenstock fits, I guess. Wow. I'm learning so much about myself today. That's also a thing I have to figure out is you can attest to this. My boy wardrobe sucks.
It does.
I have a horrible sense of fashion.
It's Home Depot realness, Lowe's realness.
Well, not even that. I'm always dressed like I'm going to the gym for the most part. It's always just like very comfortable shorts and just like a tank top.
Yeah, Home Depot realness.
That's not Home Depot. You wear jeans if you work at Home Depot.
You also wear jeans with like a flannel and like a random logo shirt.
I never wear jeans. Where's this conversation going? I feel like this is turning into attack on me. I'm trying to have a woman to man conversation
Your
about
jeggings?
fashion. That's truly it. It was like I can't wear jeans because they don't fit my thighs. I wear jeggings. Okay, they're disguised. They're playing the role of pants, and playing the role of jeans is James's jeggings.
I think the first time we saw jeggings was on wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. They were wearing jeggings.
Yeah, and you were like, I need those.
Yeah, I think it was like, who was that one? Dean Ambrose. He was wearing jeggings, like jeans disguised as leggings. And I thought to myself, like, that is genius. Because when you have big thighs and a big ass, finding pants as a dude is so hard. Because everything will like just kill your groin region. It's just like forcing you to tuck how tight they get there. So having jeggings is like an amazing life-changing experience. The only downside is you have to like wear long shirts to disguise it. So people don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm working on it. I got to figure out what my fashion sense is going to be because now that I can't be a hipster anymore.
Something did happen that was kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
At this event. There was a lot of line skippers.
Oh my God, like decorated line skippers.
I have not experienced line skippers since I was like in middle school.
Here's the thing, like I remember when we were doing like COVID, I would do like hunter gathering, like getting the groceries. Old people are like notorious line skippers. The more elderly they are, the more entitled they feel is like somehow gravitationally move their way in front of you. And like if you are looking at something too long while you're in line, suddenly there'll be 3 of them in front of you. But this party was different because it was all young people there, like all influencers. And as we were like sitting there standing in line for the sushi wrap, this girl just somehow floated her way into the line because she offered to take our picture. That was it. She tricked us. Yeah. So me, Ernie, our friend Will, we were all there. We were ready to like take a picture together, like a little selfie, right? And so she's like, "Oh my God, you guys look great. I could take your picture for you." I'm like, "Thanks." And Will is too friendly because he struck up a conversation with her, and suddenly she moved her way in front of us.
Yeah, she stayed in line, and not even that. Her sister joined too.
She called her sister and she came and joined the spot in line. And I remember like it clicked in my mind like, this bitch just skipped. She totally just skipped us. But it's like I felt like I respected the grift that much where like I couldn't call her out for it and I wasn't gonna like get mad about it.
Also, we were here as guests.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna ruin future moments for you.
I mean, I appreciate and respect that you feel that way. But I had alcohol, so there's no telling how Real Housewives I was going to get. Had I stayed there and gotten a few like vodka Red Bulls in me, it would have turned into just like, you want to talk about the husbands? Yeah, no.
But no, she was slick. She had a plan. Like she came in, I could take you guys pictures. You guys look so good together. Then struck up a conversation and my friend Will really got into it. And then all of a sudden she skipped her line. She invited her sister. Her sister was like, hold up. I'm going to jump on the other line, get some food. And then she came back in front.
With a full plate of food.
With a full plate of food. Then jumped in front of us. But at least I respect their hustle because there was 2 other experiences that were like, okay, what are you doing? The first person that skipped us actually wasn't her. It was just some rude gays.
Yeah.
Like out of nowhere, like I was taking video for the reel that we're gonna post on your Instagram of Resorts World, and they just jumped in front of us, and I was like, oh, okay.
Over some busted tacos. Like, I wanted them
Right.
that badly. Some F1 gays.
Yes, and I was like, okay, work. And that's where I thought, like, you know what?
It's not worth it.
I'm not gonna start something. It's gonna look so bad for a Mexican guy to get into a fight over some tacos.
I am not gonna fight over some lame ass tacos from LA. Yeah, no. I'm glad you did that. And also, this is before I started drinking, so like I was able to like not get mad about it. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't care. I've had tacos before.
But the third one that skipped us
This one was remarkable.
is hilarious. It was at the same time as the girl skipped us in the conversation. It was that same line. This guy out of nowhere appears next to me like this.
Yeah, like he was standing asleep.
Yes, like he's like, oh,
Like he was charging.
like, oh, they can't see me, bitch.
It was almost as if he like walked through the bush and just stood in line next to you. Like he was manifesting being in line with you.
Yes, like he was just like, oh, he can't see me.
No one knows I'm skipping line right now. It's like we all see you.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't care, but I'm like, damn. I was like, and you know what? I went with his game. I pretended like he wasn't there.
Good. I'm glad because I was looking over at that and I noticed it's like I've been keeping track of who's in front of me, and I know for a fact you have not been here.
Yeah, he stood next to me the whole time. So when I walked up a step, he walked up a step. And was just like, they had a hoodie on too, like a blue hoodie, and he was just like looking over, like.
Here's the thing: like I saw his face, and it looked like he hadn't smiled in days. So if that sushi wrap was what it took to bring some joy to his life, just let him have it.
Yeah, and when I ordered, he walked up with me. Like if I was gonna say something to him, and I was like, "Girl, you already pretended like you weren't here. I pretended like you weren't here. Let's just keep this happening.
Let's keep the same energy." Yeah, I mean, I respect that. It's like, girl, I actually don't respect it. I don't respect it whatsoever. But if that's what you need to get through life, I'm not going to argue over free food.
But let me tell you, I understand because these lines were long.
They were long. And people there were docile and distracted. So if you wanted to skip, it was truly like, this is the place where you perfect this craft.
Yes. Oh my God. So after I ordered, he jumped right away and said, I want one too. And I was like, I broke barrier. I'm like, oh my God.
Not only did he skip your part in line, he took your order.
Yes.
He bit your moves.
I was like, oh my God.
Couldn't even be original there.
Yeah, I don't know. But I respected his hustle because his was like, you can't see me. He was like, John Cena, you can't see me.
You know what? It's always a time and place kind of thing. Like at the free food festival, that's not the place for me to like get angry. Although it wasn't free for everybody. That was an expensive ticket.
Yeah, okay. So let me tell you, this ticket for this event is $360.
And I managed to like finagle, and I've abused that social media influencer coupon code.
Because you got me in and Will in.
Yeah, so I was like, honey, I damn near sent it to everybody. But you know what? I don't think I would have ever paid that for that. Absolutely not.
You know what's funny? After we're like looking around, I bet you they weren't expecting so many people to show up because there was a lot of people there. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure a lot of these are comps.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when skipping line. The people that paid nothing are the ones that want the food the most. Because I noticed like everyone, like after a while, was just getting drinks.
Yes, the bar was the one with the shortest line. But while I was waiting at the bar, there was this one influencer behind me. I was listening because there's nothing else to do besides wait in line. He was just like, oh my God, this is so hard. Like, they invited me here. They paid for everything. But, you know, it's still work. So I don't really get to enjoy myself. And I'm like, really, queen? All you have to do is hit record on your iPhone.
You literally got paid to stand in line, record some tacos, maybe take a bite out of it, if even that. My asshole bleeds for you.
Right. I was like,
can you get a purple medal if you're still alive? Like that's crazy, the sacrifice.
Like the way he said it too. I'm just like, and he's also a heterosexual influencer. So I'm like, you haven't made because you get invited.
You can do less.
Yeah, you can do less, and you get invited to like way more things than the gays.
That too. It's like you get way more doors open for you, and you don't have to paint yourself up like Mamie Van Doren every episode. Like, what the fuck? Stop complaining. I feel like a mom, just like, excuse me, I'm so sorry you're bored with your miracle.
He's like, you guys don't know how hard I have it.
That's always the worst, though. Like when you don't have anything to really be upset about, you kind of gotta invent things. I bet you he loves a puzzle. He fucking like goes to a puzzle store and fucking has a time of his life.
All right, let's look at the Wiglet chat. Now, if you want to join the live recording of this podcast, join the YouTube membership section on Jaymes Mansfield's YouTube channel. B-Rex said, clearly y'all need to work on your resting bitch face if all these people think they can just skip you up in line.
That's the thing. I don't think of myself as being super approachable.
That's the thing. I don't think a lot of people said that I don't look friendly, so I don't know. Maybe they just, this was Vegas, so they don't care here.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're on vacation from manners.
Just BKZ said, I used to work in film and customer service, and I want to say the smaller the celeb, the bigger the ego.
You know what? I can actually agree with that. Yeah, I will say like the bigger names I've like come in contact with, they've always been like the most smooth and easy to going people. Like they have no egos whatsoever. Like you try and wait on them hand and foot and they don't want it. It's always the people that are like either really washed up, like Z-list, D-list, that have the biggest egos and are the biggest assholes and are the meanest to staffs. Like I've experienced that a couple of times working with some people where I'm just like, you're like not even famous anymore. Like, why are you so mean?
Or I've experienced that with some people. I'm like, you're not even famous.
Yeah. Or they're not famous at all. But like they have this huge humongous ego. I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, I remember, who was that dancer, you friend of yours? They said something very profound that has stuck with me forever.
Yes, I remember. You say it though.
Yeah, they said, I don't know where you're going with this, but you can't be broke and entitled.
Like, how can you be broke and entitled at the same time?
It stuck with me for the rest of my life hearing those words come out of his mouth. I was like, such a statement.
It's like, because he's an established dancer, and the person he was talking about was an up-and-comer.
They were a young upstart, but like they were going around acting like their shit didn't stink. And it's like, you haven't even booked anything. You're basically just doing little like pop-up shows in Milwaukee. Girl, come back down to earth.
Sponge King said, makes sense why Jaymes is so humble. She's world famous.
It's true. World famous supermodel, philanthropist.
On Vogue magazine.
In Vogue magazine, yes. Not on. I haven't had a cover yet. It's because I can't find time in my busy schedule.
You're like, Anna Wintour has hit me up so many times. I stopped texting her back.
I was like, Anna, it'll happen when it happens, okay? Just gotta stop forcing it on me. It's feeling a little desperate.
This, as a Britney Spears fan, I'm kind of happy about this.
What happened?
She no longer has to pay child support.
Now, when we say child support, let's dissect this a little bit. Because I know
To Kevin Federline.
Yeah, she doesn't have to pay like spousal support, basically. Although I will say the like gymnastics and hoops he was jumping through to try and keep it going. Like, didn't he like move to Hawaii at some point?
Allegedly for that.
Allegedly, because I guess people were saying that because the laws and child support laws there are like really lenient. Or like you can like
Or
go
they're
to,
a little
like,
longer. Till they're like 20 or something. 21.
Yeah.
But no, as the Britney fan, I am so happy. Let me tell you. Let me bring you back.
We're now in the past.
We're in the past. So back when I was a youngin' watching Britney Spears, I was like, ooh, I loved her. She could dance. She was hitting other moves. But then out of nowhere, everybody noticed that she started dating some guy. And then once she got pregnant by that guy, everybody was like side-eyeing the guy.
Yeah.
And then...
Well, for a good reason, because he had a baby and a wife already.
Well, you see, I was young and I didn't know that. I wasn't looking into all that.
Like Shar Jackson was fully like his wife and he had a kid with her. And like it completely like dropped it all to go be with Britney Spears.
And I feel like that when I was young, I was more into like a parasocial relationship. You know, and I'm not like that no more because I'm an adult. But childhood me, I was like, Britney, no.
Well, see, we've seen this parable before with Jennifer Lopez when she married her backup dancer boyfriend. It didn't work out.
But
it wasn't the greatest love story ever told.
But, you know, now that I'm older, I'm just like, well, I hope she finds happiness. And I know based on what the tabloids are saying, her and her sons don't have like the best relationship, but I really hope they can mend that because, you know, at the end of the day, your family. I'm just happy that she no longer has to give a certain amount of money away.
Yeah, and she can put towards her alimony she's paying to Sam F. Gary now. So,
Oh my God.
here's the thing, like Britney Spears, she's like that fuck up cousin that we all have. Where like they're so cool and they're so great and you want the best for them, but they'll continually find some way to fuck up their life, even like without trying.
At this point, she's so rich.
I can't really feel bad about it.
I'm pretty sure like it's nothing to her, but it's just the fact that it's not going to Kevin Federline.
Yeah, that's a great thing. And here's the thing, if happiness for her is just spinning around in circles in her living room in her underwear, I'm happy she's happy.
Yes, that's the life. That's goals, honestly.
Honestly, she's so rich, she can just spin around in circles and, get dizzy.
Goals. Honestly, if we ever get rich and are so bored, we just want to dance around in our underwear in our living room, that's literally going to be us.
Yeah. What I always thought was so fascinating about her, like especially with her social media posts, is like, for one, she'll post like a random ass picture with like the Getty Images stamp still on it. And like it'll have this long, almost poem of like rambling with it. And like in the middle, it's like, I always love, summertime and the spring and the flowers. It's so wonderful. It takes me back to time in Louisiana. Also, fuck Jamie Spears. It was like a hard left. Like, whoa, that was a journey.
Hey, she has a lot of feelings. She has a lot of things to say. She hasn't been able to say what she really wants to say for a really long time. So now that she's saying it, I'm like, say what you gotta say. Happy for you.
Say what you need to say.
But a lot of those posts, I am like, happy for you, sad for you. I'm not reading
all that. It's very the energy we have of her at this point.
Well, also, like I'm telling you, I'm grown. I have my own life. Back when I was younger, I was more invested. But now it's like, we have our own stuff to do.
Oh, yeah.
Martha also said, don't take the tabloids as gospel. Now that's the truth.
That's very true. Especially TMZ. Because we've noticed in the past, like a lot of the stuff they've done doesn't necessarily have the most reliable sources.
Talking about TMZ.
Oh my God, tell us. Tell the world.
I would never have expected to have a job where I find out what's currently happening at my job through TMZ. Like today, Jaymes texted me, oh, your company is actually moving places. I'm like, well, how do you know? TMZ said it. I was like, oh.
Oh. Yeah, like no company email, no text from your boss. It's just, oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure like who needs to send an email? They'll see the news.
They'll see TMZ.
Of course they'll be reading TMZ. Why wouldn't they be?
I'm like, how did you find out about the move? Oh, I read the TMZ article.
Imagine if you didn't know and just show up to work and like it's nothing there.
But no, yeah, tabloids, let me tell you, there's been a few instances that have happened where I'm just like, I don't believe certain things that come out of certain people's mouths anymore that are related to tabloids.
And you really can't, especially like nowadays. It's like people will run with anything and like it's gospel truth, like it's the absolute fact. Even if it's like there's nothing to support it. It's just, one person said it and that should be enough. And also it's like, girl, I've always been raised, especially in school, you're supposed to cite your sources. And if the sources aren't being cited, I don't gotta believe shit. I'm sorry.
And what we've been doing, we have been protecting our peace a lot lately.
Oh, yeah.
So we have not been watching the news. I have not been reading that many tabloids. The only thing that popped up for me was Britney Spears no longer has to pay child support. And the inner child in me was happy for it. And then I moved on with my life.
Yeah.
Because we got things to do.
As you should. And I'd say we also calmed down the true crime. We haven't watched anything true crime in forever.
Yes.
And we've been like palate cleansing, watching like Finding Mr. Christmas and stuff. And I have to say, I have noticed one thing from watching this where like I'll be sitting there, especially this last episode, I'm just like, God, I sure hope somebody picks a fight. Like, why am I like this? Like, why do I have this reality TV show brain where everything has to be bad girls club? I was just like, I hope one of them just throws their bed in the pool.
Also, if you don't know what we're talking about, Jaymes and I have a second podcast called Cruising Mr. Christmas, where we recap Finding Mr. Christmas, a reality TV show on Hallmark Plus.
Yes, and where can they find that?
On my YouTube channel, Ernie Ray TV. That's ERNIEREYY TV. Or just type Cruising Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, it'll come up.
Available on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
I'm not saying we're the only people talking about this show, but we are the coolest. So, take that, down the river and sell it. Speaking of shameless plugs, I think it's time for a shameless plug. Ooh. You guys, do you like my makeup? You should. I'm wearing Kimchi Chic Beauty. And you know what? I found out something fantastic. They can actually save 15% off if they use my code Jaymes15 at checkout on kimchichicbeauty.com. Yes, that's Jaymes 15. You'll get 15% off your purchase. And I don't know if this is true. I've been told by very reliable sources, but I can't say it's true or not. If you buy it with my code, you'll be even more beautiful when you use it. Don't shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. It's just what I've been told. And these sources, they're pretty good. I never reveal them, but they're pretty good sources, okay? Do you want to look beautiful? Do you want to look chic? Do you want to walk around the street and have people hate you? Get a wig from Jaymes Mansfield Beauty. It's premium, baby. You can't get this hairpiece there. This is human.
Well, we haven't started selling human hair yet.
Not yet. That's a whole process.
Homie wants to know, Jaymes, have you had any weird news, social media stories about you? Girl, mostly all of them.
Mostly all of them. And like weird stories about me that come up.
Like, I don't know, for a moment there, people, for some reason, don't know how, thought you were a Trumper.
Ew. Where would they get that from? I'm like the most liberal person that's ever liberaled. Like, I'm a full bra burning, baby killing, like feminist person. Like, where'd you get that from?
Do you remember back in season 9? The fan base just creates their own stories, and you just have to divorce from yourself from all that.
That's what happens. You surrender yourself to the public sphere. Like, you're no longer a person anymore. People are going to use you for like whatever they want to do. Like, I posted a selfie of me out of drag wearing a Trixie shirt from Hot Topic, and somebody posted like Trump 2020 or whatever on it.
Yeah, they photoshopped out Trixie, and they photoshopped in Trump 2020.
I was mortified. Like, bitch, I was like lightning fingers to correct that one.
And you know what the crazy part is? It's like when someone starts a rumor on social media, so many people are wrong with it, that it just becomes you trying to fix it, that at some point you don't even want to. But that one was too crazy because people were just in the comments just going with it, and we're like, the real picture really hasn't been posted even that long ago. It was still on Jaymes' Instagram.
Yeah.
With Trixie Mattel on it.
Oh, that's like, where did people even get that from? Like, how would you even make that connection with me? It's like, girl, I'm like anti-religion. I don't believe in marriage. Like, why would I want this traditional like 1950s life? Like, I like the fashion. I don't want to fucking live there. Absolutely not. I'd be killed. Like, bitch, I would have been murdered in the streets in the 1950s. Like, why would I want the world to be like that?
I don't know, but that's what I noticed. Once people are wrong with something, you can't be online defending yourself to every person.
That one, we had to rectify that one very quickly, though. I was like, excuse the fuck out of you, but you are very wrong.
No, I'm talking like in general. When people start rumors about you, you can't just sit there and like be like, oh no, actually, because then it just looks desperate.
It looks desperate. Also, here's the thing: like, I always judge things on how asinine they are. Like, people have to earn like an argument with you. They have to earn that energy. And if I don't feel like it's worth my energy, I don't respond to it. That's always how I've been. So if it's like, if I can tell you're desperate and you just like want a moment, bitch, you're not getting anything out of me. I'm so sorry, but you're not going to get any fight out of me. Sorry. I will let it go. And here's the thing. You could die tomorrow. Wouldn't affect my life one bit. So sorry.
Plus, we got better things to do.
I got better shit to do. I'm busy. I'm not going to sit there and go back and forth online with somebody. How sad is that?
Yeah. So there you go. You got your answer, homie.
You got your answer. Yeah, that was a very weird one.
Just BKC said, like the historical costuming YouTubers say, vintage style, not vintage values.
Oh, I love that. I should just adopt that. Because that's truly like the theme of modern vintage. Like, we love the fashion. But bitch, we don't want the morals. Absolutely not.
It would definitely not appeal to me.
No.
talking about stuff that stinks.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't even know how my algorithm got me to this conversation that I saw.
What
I gotta
is
prepare
it?
myself. Did you know that there are some straight men out here that don't clean their booty holes or wipe because it's a little bit gay to do that?
To like touch your butthole?
To clean your butthole. Like they don't. Some of them don't even wipe because they say, "Why would I wipe when I'm not expecting any visitors?"
Okay, so this is like the human body equivalent of like literally putting things under the rug and hoping no one notices. That is gross. I don't
know.
say this very often about things, but that's really fucking gross.
Like I did not know this was a big thing until I ran into like a thread. I believe on
it was a thread.
on Blue Sky, I believe. On Blue Sky, yes, there was like a thread of people, guys, just talking about how they don't clean their booty holes because it's gay. And at first, I thought like this can't be true. Like they have to clean it somehow. There a lot of guys were talking about how they don't clean their buttholes because it's gay.
To quote Jasmine Masters, don't you smell that? Ew. Here's the thing. They've invented dude wipes. So, like, they have cuck-free butt wipes now. You can wipe your asshole and it's not gay anymore. Like, the no homo wipes are out there now. So you can totally just do that now.
You should create butt wipes and just call them no homo.
The no homo wipes?
The no homo wipes.
You know, I really should capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to get a patent going. But that is fucking gross. But I guess, like, I'm not that shocked. Having had so many, like, straight female friends in my life, they always told me about how disgusting and caveman-like their boyfriends were, which I never really believed because I never really had straight guy friends until I moved here.
But
and the straight guy friends we have here are, like, very groomed.
Yes.
Because they're, like, go-go boys and shit. So, like, they have to be well, like, maintained. But a good old Midwestern guy, like, that's poopy underpants.
But I'm not saying all straight men are like this. I was just surprised at how many replies I saw from straight men.
Like a chain of replies.
Yes.
It's so
saying
gross.
that they don't wipe their butts at all because it's gay.
Here's the thing. If not for you, at least do it for your underwear. Because God, oh my God, it has to look like F1 inside their underpants. Like, that's so gross.
Like, how do you see that? You have to see that.
Don't you smell that?
You know what's gross? I go to public bathrooms, and sometimes I see people get out after they're done taking a shit, and they don't wash their hands. Some of these guys don't wash their hands. Ladies, if you're listening to this, and you're at dinner with your man, and he just came out of the bathroom, you better not eat off his plate, or you better not even touch the breadstick he has touched.
I will say this, having traveled a lot, certain like airports I'll go through where you can tell where like it's very machismo driven. I always pay attention to the small details. So like you look at the sink counter, and if it's completely like dry, if there's dust on it, bitch, I'm not eating at that airport. Absolutely not. Not one person has washed their hands there. There is no evidence anyone's ever touched that faucet.
That's crazy.
I will not eat here. Like, that's the only time I get really germophobic. Like, it's like, you know, like, here's the thing. As gay people, at least one point in your life, feces in your mouth are going to come into contact at some point, whether you like it or not. But if I can prevent it, I'm going to. Like, by all means, I'm going to make sure it does not happen.
We know about way too many things to keep stuff clean, but just the fact that nobody makes the slight attempt of, like, just even wiping is insane to me.
I'm still not past, why would I need to clean up if there's not going to be any visitors? So what's the thing is, it's like one of those things where, like, I've heard this too, like, guys with, like, straight men with washing their feet, where it's just, like, they don't bend over in the shower because that's gay. So, like, their feet just let the water, like, the soap drip down and hope it, like, hits it. Like, that's so gross.
What I'm thinking right now is, like, wait, so are you saying you're open to visitors? Like, if there was going to be a visitor, would you then clean?
What does that do for the pegging community? Those aren't dishwasher safe.
I can't believe that you're so insecure about your sexuality that you don't even wipe your ass.
That's so weird. But yeah, I just feel sorry for their underwear, truly.
I feel sorry for their girls.
Yeah. It's like, if they sleep in bed naked, bitch, oh no.
Or plot twist, they're into scat play.
See, I didn't think about that. I never think about that, honestly.
Me
But,
neither. But it just popped up.
to each their own, as long as you're happy.
Maybe that's, maybe we uncovered something.
Maybe that forum took a dark turn that you just had to go to page 2
No,
to get to the second
yes.
part of it.
I'm saying maybe.
Page 2 to page 2 entirely, yes.
Maybe this is the way of them saying, hey, I'm into this. Are you into this? Are you into a little chocolate in your mouth?
That's dark. It's truly dark.
Maybe that's what the thread was really about. They're in the closet about being into Scat play. So maybe that's the way of saying, hey guys, I don't wipe my ass.
Scat, like, not wiping your ass is a gateway drug to scat play. Is what we're is what we come to here.
It's what we have uncovered. Our conclusion, our hypothesis.
You know what? You showed your work, and I'm inclined to respect this position. I truly am. You know,
My thesis: are straight men not wiping their ass because they're gay or because they're into Scat play? Read on and find out.
Which one is more embarrassing?
Wow, we could just uncovered something. Maybe we did.
We honestly deserve like a potty award for that. Truly, like, what other podcast is going to these lengths to be that brave?
Our podcast be nominated for Emmys yet?
Honestly, I need a Grammy.
I think we need an Emmy for this. For this journalistic research and uncovering we just did.
Okay, I want to talk about anything else now. Can we please talk about anything else?
All right, let's move on. Louise actually brought a good point. Said, that's like saying no one is going to put their face in my armpit, so why put on deodorant?
See, that's different because people are really into that. And I feel like that's a little more normalized. People being into really, really musty pits. But poop is different. Like, that's like bacteria that could really be bad for you.
Girl, I thought we were moving on.
I had to defend that because I'm not one to kink shame, but that's like a normal kink.
There's like, what's a normal
I will
kink?
kink shame poop. I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line.
We're literally done with this shit.
Now, speaking of straight men and insecurities, I heard this is recently a thing that's been happening a lot on like straight dating apps. Apparently, straight men have been lying about being 6 foot tall.
Why?
I guess because they're under the impression that women all want tall guys.
Okay, there's research about this. Okay, I just recently saw an article that women think the most beautiful and sexy Nintendo character is Luigi, and men right away in the comment section were like, oh, it's probably because he's tall.
So it is all about height. Here's the thing. It's like, okay, so from all the friends that I have, all my girlfriends that I've known in my life, that has been like a major plus if a guy is like really tall. But also, here's the thing. Tall doesn't equal good for you. Like, they also are equally like capable of being a womanizer. But I mean, from what I understand with lots of straight men I know, it's not necessarily a deal breaker. I just feel bad that people have to like lie about their height. Like, what are you going to do? Wear high heels on the date? Like, how are we keeping this grift going? What happens if you go to like a Ferris wheel or something and you have to like be measured by height?
They go on stilts.
Just on platforms like Prince. I love it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, how long are we willing to keep this grift going? What happens if you actually like get down to business? You have to take the clothes off. Like, they're going to see your actual height.
Do you think for the guys that are really bad at like Photoshop or photo editing, they just like extend their photo and it's just like all stretched out?
Oh my God. Remember when that was like such a thing influencers were doing? Fully blast out the face with like smoothness and then just like nip it in really small. And you could see like the whole like sides warping.
The walls are bending.
The bookshelf is suddenly like kneeling. It's like, girl, just embrace it. It's fine. But lying about your height, oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine because like I've been short my whole life and it's never bothered me.
It's never bothered me before.
And like, do gay guys have that same thing? Like, they just obsess over people who are tall?
I don't know. Like this one, there's a drag queen back in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, who said the best thing ever when they were talking and fawning over this hot guy. She said, they're just tall. That's it.
Oh, this said drag queen. That's not even my favorite story about them. It's kind of a side tangent, but I'm going to go into it anyway. I remember when I worked at Hamburger Mary's with them, they were a bit of a drinker. And I'm just sitting there putting my like makeup on and everything. And she comes stumbling in, like, bottom shit on me again. Oh, just like, while she's putting makeup on, like, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a dominant top. Like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, you know, dominant top. Just like, it got less and less words came out to a point it was like there were spaces between it. It's like dominant top. Like, is she having a stroke? It's like she was just that drunk.
Those are her last words.
She's on her deathbed. Oh my God. But it's never escaped me. And I brought up to her when she was stone cold sober later, and she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, bitch, you were talking in code. Like, what the fuck?
That's a dominant top.
Dominant top. Like, eventually it was just started mumbling together. Mix that with the Wisconsin accent, bitch. A decoder ring wouldn't help you.
Oh my God.
I don't know how we got on this from people lying about being tall, but we can move on now. Straight men are insecure is honestly what we've gotten around to here.
You know what? We love short kings.
I truly do. I love a short king more.
Yes.
I don't really care if people are tall or not. Like, that's never been a thing for me, like looking up like, oh my God, look at those long legs. Like, I don't give a shit. But I also like, I've never been one to like be super swayed by beauty or anything like that either.
Also, I'm like, that has always been stuck in my head ever since she said this, just randomly loud as hell. He's just tall.
He's just tall. But like her social media posts used to be iconic, where it's just like all caps, bottom shit on me again. Nothing else, just a Facebook post just like that. Like, or this is the last time I fuck one of my drag daughters. Like, what the fuck?
What the?
Milwaukee was wild. We had some characters there.
What are your thoughts on tall men? Comment down below.
Yeah.
Is that your weakness?
Is that what you do? Do you lie on Grindr and say you're 6 foot tall? Does Grindr even ask? I think gay guys care about a different kind of length.
I thought guys will mostly lie about their like size, like a different area instead of their height.
Truly. Also, I will say this though, like when it comes to gay guys and lying on dating apps, usually they're lying about being a completely different person. That happens quite a bit with our friends where like they use their photos for catfishing. And like sometimes they get really bold and will use somebody famous or like a gay porn star that's famous. It's just like you understand we know who that is. It's like using that one gay guy, the one porn star where he has like the tattooed head. Like we all know who that is. Like that is not you. You did not come from France all the way to Kansas City.
Oh my God, talking about these apps. We recently found out, okay, so we haven't been on those apps like since we've been together. It's been a long ass time. So we vicariously live from those apps from our friends. Like recently we found out about Sniffies.
Here's the thing. I thought it was like a kinky thing. Like I thought it was like for people that enjoyed smells.
No.
I was dead wrong. It's way, way, way more dark than that.
Yes. Apparently my friend, I'm gonna call him friend, okay? I don't want to out this person. My friend was just like, yes, you gotta get Sniffies because it's literally like a compass to dick. So just like, boop, 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 there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
And I was like, girl, I don't need it.
Here's the thing. We just went out to drink with one of our friends and like, I'm always curious to see how they work. So I was like, well, what is it like? Show me. And he like opened it up and it was literally like Google Maps for penises.
Yes.
Like people's profile pictures were literally penises and buttholes. And I was like, whatever happened to a headshot? Like I'm from the era of like early Grindr where like it was just like abs and that's all you saw. But like this was very graphic.
This was literally just either
like a Hustler magazine.
Either your butt or your penis. And it's funny.
And you know what? I guess for gay guys, that's all they need. If they're that hungry for cock.
Because my friend was explaining this to my straight female friend, and she's like, "Oh, can I join?" She's like, "I'll put my butthole there. I already have my screen name. It will be anonymous star. I was like, oh,
I mean,
so she thought about this.
She's kind of on the right track because that's usually what their screen names always were. Back in the day. Oh my God. Yeah, I didn't realize we'd advanced that much to where like it's not even social anymore. It's just like, here's what you're getting. Do you want it or not? Like gays truly know how to just cut to the chase.
Yeah. You want it or not?
It's
Take it or
there.
leave it.
You're here. I'm here. No handshake, no hello.
So apparently, it's more like a cruising app, I think.
Oh.
That's why he said it's a compass to dick.
You see, I don't like that. I feel like we should still have some formality.
Was it like a metal detector, metal finder for days? Like,
What's that going to do for the gay bathroom? Are people just going to start shitting in there now? That's what the bathrooms are for. I don't like that.
Let's see if the Wiglets have any opinions.
Okay.
Louis said, a metal detector. Just BKC said, I started saying I was 5'10" in high school because people who were shorter than me were saying they were 5'10". To be fair, it's only like half an inch exaggeration.
So what I'm hearing is they didn't teach measurement in that school. There's not one ruler found in those classrooms.
Also, I think a lot of guys probably get insecure. I don't, but probably they get insecure about like the nicknames they get for being short, like Short King, or just recently one of our friends was like, I love my little nuggets. Like what?
I mean, you just got to start insulting people for being tall. That's what you got to start doing. But I think it's kind of hard, I guess. Ask ChatGPT or something to give you some insults.
Give me some insults for tall people. This is really going to be an 18 plus podcast, you guys, because the next topic we're going to talk about is 18 plus.
All right, on the subject of people saving money or making money, you know what I think is the most funniest thing? It also relates back to earlier topics when it comes to kinks and stuff. I think Findoms are hilarious.
What's a Findom?
A Findom is a financial dominatrix.
Oh.
So basically, their whole thing is they will find cash subs, and these people will send them money for just the most asinine random things. It's like, I demand a cup of coffee. Give me coffee, subs. And then they'll send them like $5.
That could never be me. My ass would be like, bitch, get a job.
I fully turn to Jasmine Master. It's like, let's do a challenge. Get a job challenge. Hello, Taco Bell. It's like immediately what I think of when I see it, because like I can't help but like notice it, because like on our dirty like Finstas and everything, like these guys will get recommended to you, and it's always just like the same like guy with a shaved head with his middle finger up and like saggy pants and dirty clothes, just like, come on, subs. I just need to reach my goal of $500 so I can go to Florida. I'm just like, excuse me? Sorry, if this is your kink, there are better things to spend your money on, is all I'm saying.
Well, happy for whoever got it that way, because we do have a friend who did one time just tell me he went on a trip, and I was like, oh, nice, have a nice trip. It's like, oh, he's like, I am. My ATM paid for all of it. I'm like, your ATM? I mean, your own cash? You took it out of your... And then he explained to me what was happening. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they call their subs ATMs. Which also, like, I don't know, like, I can, applaud you for being into, like, that, sub-dom kind of dynamic. But if it's not going to cost you real money like that, like, if you're spending, like, upwards of, like, $100 to send these people for absolutely nothing, baby, there's better things you can be spending your money on. Like, why are you buying this guy dinner? Like, just get a deadbeat boyfriend. Like, you're not even getting anything out of it.
But also, I think we kind of brought this up in your live stream when we were talking about it. Would you technically be a Findom? Will all streamers be Findoms? Because they get like $5 tips?
I guess if they like lean more into the domination aspect of it, but sitting there just like, you know what I need, you little worms? I need $5 so I can get a Monster Energy drink. Yeah, then I would be a Findom. And I understand with this kind of character, I'd probably be very good at it. I would probably thrive. But again, there's still opportunity open for me in Hollywood. I like to explore those more before we jump to that, okay? It hasn't come to this yet.
James is like, just wait till I'm 40.
Wait till I'm 40.
That will happen.
Oh, trust and believe. I'll be making ATMs out of each and last one of you. But we haven't reached that yet. We're not there yet, okay? I I just can't wrap my mind around just sending somebody money for nothing. Like, you're not even like a customer or anything. Like, you're just doing this so they can make fun of you. And like, they'll post like screenshots of them just making fun of them for sending them money.
Well, I'm hoping that if you're an ATM listening, I'm hoping that you at least you have some financial stability
Yeah.
to do this, because if that was me, I would feel bad if you were sending me all your money and then you're struggling to pay your bills. Like, if you're an ATM, I'm just hoping that you at least have some financial stability.
Not even that. If you are a Findom and you're taking gay money, bitch, you better be the most allied ally that ever allied, okay?
Oh yeah, that part.
I don't want to see you at any fucking January 6th bullshit at all, okay? Like, you better be the most gay rights activist-y person in the world in your real life if you're taking gay money like that. If not, bitch, kick rocks.
Yeah, Findoms. That's crazy. That's something I learn something new every day being on the internet. This is why I'm telling you, I'm protecting my peace.
Mhm.
I'm not spending that much time on the internet because I learn something new every day that I didn't even want to learn.
Well, here's the thing. When they pop up in my dirty Finsta, I'm just like, okay, not interested. It's like, protect your peace, girls. Like, get these broke bitches out of my feed. Take your broke ass somewhere else.
Can you imagine you start becoming that person? Like, get a job.
Get a fucking job. Get a job challenge.
You out doms the doms.
Oh my God, just like leave troll comments like Taco Bell's hiring.
Let's see if the Wiglets have any opinions. Now Louis said, if I want to be put down, I'll just go hang out with my family.
That's like, could you just get this from like your parents?
Back 93 said, they're the Temu version of an influencer. Oh my God. Ooh. Just because he said, it's no longer cool if there's been a Law and Order episode about it.
Wait, what?
What?
I didn't know that.
Findom has gone mainstream.
Oh, no wonder there was like an abundance of them recently. They probably saw the Law and Order episode and thought, you know what? I'm gonna give me some gay dollars.
I could do that. We made a joke about that. I think you said you were gonna become a Findom. I think some people believed it.
Some people believed it. And here's the thing, is just like, it has not come to that, and it probably never will. I hope to never be that poor, and I hope to never be that dead inside to where I have to like siphon money from people just by putting them down. I couldn't see myself being able to do that on a day-to-day basis. Also sounds like it's exhausting.
You know what?
I just said like, send me money, worm.
You could also do that, but isn't it called stand-up comedy?
Yeah, just be an insult comic. I guess that'd be more freeing, and it's like more of a creative outlet. Maybe that's what I have a problem with. Is just there's not a whole lot of creativity to it, and very few are very good at it. Also, here's the thing, gay guys. I don't know what is your fascination with straight men? What is that? Like, you're that enamored with them that you have to send them the money for just existing?
Wait, are majority of
Yeah.
Findoms straight?
They're straight.
Oh.
So it's like you're really getting nothing out of it. So I'm just like, the math is not mathing. Here's the thing. Move to Las Vegas, you'll meet a bunch of straight guys in the gay community. You'll find out there's nothing fascinating about them.
You're like,
I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing remarkable about them. And they don't clean their buttholes.
but it's crazy that it has gone mainstream. Maybe, since we're in the age of everybody just trying to make money out of everything, maybe they're like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up today, I'm gonna become a Findom. But I'm like, how do people even find ATMs?
I guess you kind of have to like source it out, don't you? You just gotta put yourself out there.
Like,
You gotta be the fresh new ingenue on the scene.
like, is there a bank called like Wells Findom?
is there like a source you can go to, like a social platform to like hunt out a potential sub or ATM? Yeah, I wonder. It never fascinated me enough to like figure that out. But it's also just like one of those things where people probably all jumped on it thinking they're gonna get rich with it. Kind of like how a lot of people started OFs or everyone became a foot model for like a month, thinking they were gonna get like filthy rich, not realizing they just flooded the market. It doesn't work for everybody.
Also, you got to put in some work.
You got to put in the work no matter what. Like, I imagine even the guys that have like careers doing that, bitch, it's probably like every hour on the hour you have to be on that. Like, that sounds exhausting.
Now, I kind of want to meet a Findom or an ATM. And
ATM in particular, I want to pick their brain.
yeah, I just want to know your perspective. I'm not here to shame or anything. We're just here to have a kiki and a hood time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I kind of really am interested. Like, what about you giving away your money, like, gives you a thrill?
Yeah, like, what makes Sammy run there, honey? Like, what's going on? I just want to talk. I want to understand. Because we're also that type where we don't spend our money on anything.
Yeah.
Like, we'll hoard it.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Talk more to an ATM rather than a Findom, because a Findom, obviously, you just want the money.
You can figure out what their motive is very quickly without even talking to them. But a sub, I want to know, it's like, what possesses you? Because if I'm sending someone $500, bitch, I could have bought a doll. Are you kidding? Fuck you. I'm not sending you $500. Get a job, you bum. Yeah, no. I start sounding like my dad. Like, get a freaking job, you deadbeat.
I think that's episode 5.
That's episode 5.
It went very adult today.
You know what? We can have adult conversations. It's fine.
Remember, these are just our opinions.
And we have opinions too.
You have opinions as well. If you disagree with our opinions, comment down below. Also, the video podcast is also going to be available on Spotify. So if you're not a YouTube user and you're on Spotify, surprise, you can see our faces too.
Yes! Also, here's the thing. I want to add this on. If you did not agree with our opinions and you really strongly disagree, type down below, really make a strongly worded compliment about me. You know, channel it into a very strongly worded compliment about how gorgeous I am. You know, at least 2 paragraphs. That's all I ask. Don't waste your time putting negativity out in the world. Just turn it into a compliment about me in the comment section.
Or if you disagree with us, maybe you should just send us $500 at our Venmos because your opinion is wrong and you want to change our opinion to yours.
Oh my God, did we just become did we just become Findoms?
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is it
if
work?
you disagree, you're a little worm and you should send us $500. Maybe I get it now. I think I get it now.
You know what? And if it works, if someone does send us $500 to our Venmo or a YouTube tip, we'll let you know in the next episode. The next episode, all of a sudden, hey, you guys, guess what? We're Findoms now.
We're just sitting with our middle fingers up.
We get it now. We get it.
I was being too judgy before. I get it now.
I am so sorry. I apologize.
It's me, hi. I'm the problem. It's me. We should probably end this now.
All right, so that was episode 5 of I Have Opinions Too. If you're watching the video podcast on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching the video podcast on Spotify, don't forget to give us 5 stars. Comment down below as well. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars.
5 stars only, damn it. We covered a lot today.
Yes. And until next time, see you in the live streams.
Bye.
Also, if you have any topics that you want to talk about, comment down below or join the Discord.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.